Happy New Year 2024. At Playa Blanca. It is unusually a high tide this time of the year. It's usually not this high, so most of the beach is like gone. But this is a part of Cartagena a lot of people don't go to, which is probably a good thing. More locals come here than anything, but yeah, I like the beach. So those that have been following me this December, I've been in Africa for a month and ending things here in Colombia. And I must say it does feel good to be back. You know, when it comes to Africa, it just has a special place in my heart because I feel more African than I do, obviously, Latino. And so I'm always gonna have the itch and desire to be, visit, and live in Africa, you know. But as a substitute, I just go to Afro-Colombian cities, you know, just to stay close to Afro culture. Whew. Yes, people out celebrating Family Day. It's kind of hard to walk in this sand. But yeah, I've been kind of thinking and reflecting on a lot of things in regards to relationships, relocation, and you know, what I notice is that when it comes to Africa, it's just there's a lot of things that make it not as attractive as Latin America. Whether it's infrastructure, things to do, health. I kind of elaborate on that. You know, there's a lot of things health-wise you got to be a little bit more careful with in Africa. Whether it's some countries with malaria or even HIV. If you know, highly sexually active. Not that things like malaria or HIV isn't present in Latin America, but more of the times those things are associated with places you don't go to, or with women that are selling themselves. In Africa, you gotta worry about those things more with just regular women, you know. So, you know, that's a whole nother conversation, but you know, building legacy and building wealth is difficult to do in Africa because they don't really have any opportunities for its black diasporans, you know. Most countries you can't buy land freehold, 99-year leases, you know, there's no options for, you know, residency or citizenship in African countries. And so it's really hard for someone to leave the United States for Africa in a lot of ways. And South Africa probably the closest, but South Africa has some of the same issues the United States has socially and economically. So it's just, you know, like one of my friends said, you can't have everything, which is true, but it's just hard for Black Americans. You know, we always have to resort to other cultures that are not close to ours. Africa being the closest, you know, and further away, but so many issues, but I could go on and on and on. But I'm gonna enjoy this beautiful day at Playa Blanca in Cartagena, Colombia.